Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. It's caught. And he's not going to get there. First down here for the offense. Quarterback will audible. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
First down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple through the 22. Here comes the offense on second down. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Flips it out in the flat. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. It's complete. A huge pickup.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Feeling some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. 2nd down now after the sack. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy that's not wide open. These DBs are so...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And
he lets one fly deep. And he's got it at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field real...
Snags it down the right side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you can see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew...
The offense set for a 1st down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand to the outside.
a big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
That's caught. It's Nelson. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They're trying to go option. They're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. First down to start the drive after the break.
Hey, y'all stay stuff. Don't expect me to be the only one. possible serial killer, Daddy. Like, a bunch of her boyfriends are either dead, missing, murdered, or gone.
Bitch. Heard of him? He clocked out of work at the Benz dealership and walked off the face of the fucking earth. He's disappeared, Daddy. Bitch, nowhere to be found. This is ridiculous. She's also in debt to her eyeballs. Miss Lori is a poverty person. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry to be the one to have to share that news, Daddy.
Let's see what she sees in Daddy.
She's using you for your money, honey.
She's trying to Black Widow ass. Daddy, it's obvious.
She's attempting to make you a Dateliner, so, son, that's all this ever was.
Damn it. You kids need to grow up. The lies, the shit attitudes, the manipulations. Enough. Why don't you go ahead and get feel for your money then? See if I care. I don't care. It's just,
I don't care, Daddy.
I won't sit here and listen to you trash Lori because you're too immature to realize that Mama ain't coming back. She's not. And I'll be goddamn if I'm going to spend what's left of my life feeling sad about it.
Yo, Slick Rick, you trying to take her side over ours?
Yeah, Playboy.
Choose a side. Us or her. What's it going to be?
Why'd you have to back him into a choice like that, Jesse? That was so fucking stupid.
Phil is the one who teed him up. I didn't tee him up.
Stop. I've bigger things to do than bickering with my underachieving older bro, my unsexy narcissist.
You better watch your fucking mouth, Corky. Very sexy
Love
narcissist. See you later, Papa.
What's wrong with you lately? I'm like a certified bitch.
Y'all
What
just
time you
told
getting
me
back?
that I slapped you.
What time you think you'll get back?
Achievement and prestige. I work with Prism, more relevant than anything you two do. That's right. I'm making headlines. I'm making myself look like a fool, y'all.
You're just acting like a goddamn clown. Self-absorbed. Everyone sees it.
Snowkin nominated for top prize following man.
Too bad it's a total
All
sham.
right, love you too.
I've never seen a more blatant example of tokenism. Tokenism? You a flavor of the month, son. Your shit ain't real. You ain't a top Christ fallen man. And you know why they gave it to you?
You know why? You know why?
San Francisco.
That's rich. You're a loser, Jesse. Why don't you go cry in a prayer pod?
Get set! Get set!
Time to shine, offense.
Clear! Clear!
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they got him for the sack.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. It's Sullivan. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. He wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball! Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Raiola. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell.
Kelvin, how do you respond? Prism is the rival, just through a different light. Brainchild.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Using the quick game.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been
wide open. He makes the catch. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Oh, it's loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
Well, I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot for that football, and it'll be second down. One more play to pad the stats. They'll go back to the air on second down. This time on target. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game.
Hold up, man. Not much. Yo. You there? Mario. Yeah, I get it. Gotcha. You said you did? Oh no, they were saying either you can do that or you can start a new one. That would be something y'all would talk about. They said you can do that or you can start a new one. They said that's something that y'all will have to talk about. Oh no, they ain't say nothing about that. No, they didn't say nothing about that. Um, yeah, they didn't say nothing about price or anything. I know they. I was just asking them about the transfer of the lease. Yeah, and they just told me, yeah, that he can either finish yours out because I know mine is out. Mine is done until March. So if I was continuing, I would have to sign another one and talk and negotiate them with all the terms and stuff like I've done every one of them. So basically, it's either you can do your negotiation now or you can just finish out the lease and do your negotiation after. Uh, this last, I know the first time I did two-year leases and one year. Cause I've been in bid for two 1 years. I've been in bid for 6 years. So I did two years and two 1 years. So it just depends. Like I know when I first did it, I think it was 1 year, but then my second lease, I just wanted to lock in. I wanted to lock in the price for 2 years. Uh, and this last time I locked in the price for 2 years. No, they didn't. They only went up, I think, once on me, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I started at 1956, and now I'm at 2056. So in 6 years, I think they went up 100, if I'm not mistaken. Nah, they ain't too bad, man. Yep. Yeah. I think if anything, I don't know if I started at. I think I started at 19. I remember you putting that on the check all the time. But if anything, you can say it went up 200. That's if I started at 18, but I believe I started at 1900. At the other, but I was at the other suite though. Then between all of them, I think they went up to $100, hundred to $200 in 6 years. And you always negotiate. At the end of the day, you always over there. You see that a lot of these suites empty, so they can't be motherfucking trying to bust your head, and they really need you in there. That's why they really trying to make it as easy as possible for you. They don't want me to leave. They've been getting constant rent from me for 6 years, so they won't rent. Okay. So when you want me to set y'all up to communicate? You want me to do that? You want me to do that sometime soon? Yeah, it's just talking. It's just talking right now. Just so I guess just so y'all get familiar with each other. You just let me know whenever. And well yeah, I hit her up sometime tomorrow and see when she can at least get on the phone call with you, or I see if you want to get in the email with you, either one. But yeah, I get in contact with her tomorrow for sure. All right, man. That's all you got for me though. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, just let me know, man. Yeah, shoot them off at me, man. Anytime, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, then, bro. Appreciate you, man. Take it easy.
to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to pass, it's Willis. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, BYU! Getting set for first down.
Not throw it away. This project is about to come. It's just what you know. It's like it's what you do. On the ready. I want you for something else.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Pocket starts to collapse. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, BYU!
This offense is so...
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And they could. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. All kinds of running room. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To throw, it's Willis. Quarterback adapting. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
They get enough rush, and it... Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Now adjusting. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Willis. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Makes his connection. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. He's going to take off. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Still looking on the move. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Getting some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
It's complete. And he's not going to make... They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Martin.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Finds his man down the middle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Turns it on in midfield. Just destroying his way through the field. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cougars.
Final stand when we know they're lying. You, my friend, don't play. Right.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. They'll go right back to the run. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here's the handoff.
and sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw. It's Willis. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. It's first down from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Cougar!
May as well make it.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing.
I didn't notice.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to pass. It's Willis. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown.
Our second shot. Not much respect. What is Fitz going to do?
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Pressure coming. He looks that one in nicely. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off Leland or just create a little bit of space to get some positive.
Offense at an empty set. Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's Anthony. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the catch. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors and I'm...
Daniel, I want you to know, it's not that I'm against you making that behavior. I just think it's premature. You know, when I first started, I was really smart.
A first down for the offense. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hoffman. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The give out of the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this is dropped. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Wide out in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Across the 25, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. With jet sweep pass. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. BYU has this offense clicking. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's reeled in. It's Martin. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the scoreboard.
Going up top on first down. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Willis. Quickly complete. And they do a really good job. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Howard. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's first and 10. On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Makes a connection. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone and pick up a 5 to the 20. Halfway there on first down and second and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get it. offense set on first down. Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line.
No gain on the flag. Second down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Willis. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback
hit the gas. Kid wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, BYU! And the first down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man all by himself. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Fires to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playback.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Willis. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The Cougars are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. He'll fire to his right. Fires and picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hoffman. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. He lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end.
And this game is obviously out of hand.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Nifty little dance step. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays.
Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go.